Thank you for having me here. So let me go straight to my slide sets here. Where do I find it? Share. Here we go. And turn this one on play. And I'm not sure if you guys, okay, that's good. Okay, so thank you everyone for having me here. My name is Jenni Backholm. I'm originally from Finland. I moved to California as an expat 15 years ago. My goal was to be here for a year after my husband's work. Well, things didn't go as planned, and I'm still here. So I have had a long career in the semiconductor industry. I've been head of product and really driving the business development side on the big corporate America, like Maxim Integrated and Texas Instruments. And there I had a global team with people sitting all over the world, Europe and Asia, and customers as well. And I kind of face the same struggle all over again, how to really involve everyone in the team discussions, how to kind of get the hidden knowledge out of my team members. And when everybody is executing day-to-day actions super fast and really in this execution mode, what can I do how can I get them to be present and think through? For example, when we were doing a roadmap with a team of engineers, everybody was going into nitty-gritty details that I was really struggling always to get them to the next one, be very creative. So 2 years ago, I decided to quit in the corporate America and I want to do something on my own. So what I did first is I was a volunteer coach for the girls robotics team. My daughter was participating in the same team as well. And there I was observing quite a different teamwork than what I've seen in the workplace. So these teenage girls, they very openly share their thoughts. They are very strong, they feel very strongly about what is right and what is wrong, and they argue. And they don't hesitate giving feedback, and they can really think outside a box. And I don't see there. So that was something that I was thinking, how can I get this one into the corporate world as well? So I see there's some people in chat. Okay, no, that's good. So then I went to a event, Startup Grind here in Redwood City, and I met by accident one lady from Finland, Nanna Hänninen, who actually had a solution to my challenge. So she's a photographic artist, and she has been really able to polish the diamond and help teams and people to get into creative mindset and being present and share their deepest thoughts and create the safe space for the teams to work together. So I decided to join Nanna and become the co-founder of Neemo. So what is Neemo about? So we want really to create new teams and strengthen team communication. We want to reinforce and improve leadership and help the companies and team to understand the company values and see how those are reflected into their work. And also, we can also help people and teams to improve a strategy or make sure that when you have some change or a merger in the company, we can help the person to encounter, accept, and embrace the change. Change is always difficult, right? So how do we do that? So we are right now a team of 8 people, 8 Neemo facilitators or coaches. And there you see also some of these guys, for example, in Finland, where Nanna, the founder, is from. And here in the Bay Area, we have Kathleen, who I believe actually is online as well right now here, and then myself, and we will have new coaches coming out soon. So we all Neemo coaches, we are quite different. So my background is engineering. Nanna is an artist. Johanna is a leadership coach. Timo is a theater manager. Kathleen has a strong background in prioritizing and also in HR. and facilitator. She's a business coach. So we have very different background, but we all believe that one photograph is worth 1,000 words and can really help people to speak the same language. So what is done in the Neemo workshops? We want to bring everybody into the current moment. The photo, this is one of Nanna's photos, show now is the now. So there's only current moment and not anything else. So we create a safe space by showing some of the photos and telling the art and stories behind them. And we just want to have that safe space where people can share their thoughts. And from there, we ask people to take their own photos. And it depends on the topic of the day, what is the photo they are taking on. And I know this kind of sounds all a little bit probably fluffy right now, but let me share a couple of examples which should help you. So this photo was taken by one of our customers. So the company is a big company in Finland right now with a matrix organization. And they had a challenge that the project schedules were constantly late. And the customer really suffered because even though they had a kind of straight goal and process how to do things, things were slipping. So Nanna went there to help them, and she was asking that, wait a second, here, that what is the biggest obstacle in your organization? And this was one of the photos that one of the participants showed. He was saying that, hey, we are all working in silos. We all know what we are doing, but we are in silos, so we don't share the ideas and thoughts together. And this was very kind of strong visual feeling for the management also, that we must do something. So actually they used this photo later in all of their team events to really remind, this is something we don't want to do. Where can we go from here? So another example is there were 3 incubators that were merged together, and they want to understand each other better. So the one question we asked with them was that, what are the company values and the core purpose? And this was one of the photos that shows that we are very, we want to encourage people, and we have resilience. So we are the ones who should provide a good area for growth and development. And again, this photo became one of the photos to be used in their storytelling of the company, how they market themselves. But this also reminded each other that this is where we are built from. 4th example. There had been, again, several acquisitions, and they wanted to make sure that their team is stronger. This company had a big growth expectations, and they were not fully sure how to get there. Is there anything that could be standing on their way? So in the workshop that we were running for them, we asked, how does your company look like in year 2022? This is one of the photos that one of our customers took, and said that, hey, this hand symbol, the stability and cooperation. Together we are ready for all the challenges that we are facing in 2022 and along the way that year. So for them, the big understanding was that good teamwork is everything. And we need to make sure that nobody can really make sure that that ping ball is going to stay on alone, but with these 4 hands, we will build the strong base for that. And last but not least example, it's from our own internal workshop. As Neemo, many coaches of Neemo are in Finland. We have lots of snow. They're very different to California weather. This was one of our workshops when we're thinking that how does Neemo Method work? What is really the core of our understanding? And Kari was taking this photo and saying that, hey, this is really the visual and creative methods make hidden knowledge visible and can help to take more of our potential into use. So if you dust all the snow off, you can see all the hidden good tools here, these old bicycles that can really get you along the way where you want to go. And this is something every time I see this photo, it reminds me of that moment of the workshop or when we're working together, and also where we want to go. How do we need to work together to build our team stronger? Okay, so with this little description, so I have a couple of offerings here. So how can Neemo benefit you? And naturally, all of you are in different life situations. You may be doing some non-profit. You might be still thinking to go back to work. You may be working in the big corporation or being an entrepreneur yourself. So that you can really understand the deepness of the method and how well it works and brings everybody together and creates a safe space. So we have a couple of free workshops coming in the next 2 weeks. They are held in Palo Alto here in California, but we also offer online option for that. Or then if you already know that you have something in your mind that you're like one in your team that you wonder that maybe could Jenni help on here, so just send me email so I can have a quick 20-minute consultation call with you and just see that which kind of process would work for you, how I could help over there. Then one more offer I have here is that I know there's several coaches online as well, or maybe you are an HR professional. So if you are interested in kind of adding one more tool into your toolbox to help your customers, so we have a couple of Neemo coach trainings starting in the next few months. Few of them in Finland, one here in California. Just let me know, and we have in the Palo Alto one, we have still some room. So if you're interested in that. So that said, I will go to the questions. I will stop sharing, and just want to hear if anybody has any questions.